Hi, and welcome back to Mudslides with Murphy. On this episode, I have 3 major announcements, and really the first announcement is, this is my last episode of Mudslides with Murphy. I know, it's really sad, but in order to help me celebrate, we're going to go down Murphy's Mount Hermon memory lane. And I've invited several people to come and help me walk through all of this and actually help me build the perfect mudslide.
I think my favorite would be when we all took a little trip to Disneyland.
Remember? I remember that because you almost got kicked out of the park.
I did. And
you got Disney police.
And it's just because I'm a loving individual.
Yeah.
And I like big hugs.
Yeah.
And I thought Chewbacca, being a big guy,
Would like big hugs.
would like big hugs.
Yeah, but he doesn't like to be picked up apparently.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Wookiees,
Oh.
you know, I happen to know that you are a Disney person, so I got you a little baby Wookiee
It's a baby Wookiee pin.
pin, because I like the Disney pins. I like the collecting.
Reed, this is awesome.
Well, you're pretty awesome, kid. You're pretty awesome.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right. Oh, I shouldn't have put that back in there.
Well, it's fine.
Okay. I'll eat that part.
Yeah, do it. I got my flu shot.
All right, we'll see y'all.
2012, you might remember, the summer, you were going over real life skit. I was just a wee summer staffer. Aside from telling me that I had to be mean, because it was kind of a fight scene.
I don't think you have a mean bone in your body.
If you were a Star Wars character, not who you would like to be, but who you actually are, who would you be?
This is actually pretty easy for me.
Really?
Yeah. And mostly, it's probably why I connect with her so well, is Maz Kanata. I was like, man,
The eye thing?
yeah, like I want to be that person who sees things in people before they see them.
Yeah.
Hashtag be mean for Murphy.
Be mean for Murphy. And nailed it.
Friends, so that you know, Misha is she is the brains behind even the concept of Mudslides with Murphy, and it has been super fun.
It's been super. I'm just glad I get to be on this side of the table now. I don't know if you know this, but I don't think I would be a photographer or where I am if it wasn't for you. I remember you making fun of me because I wouldn't call myself a photographer, even though I was working as a photographer. And I got my first check, and you sat me down and you're like, what does this say? And I was like, no. And you're like, come on, what does it say? And I was like, photographer. And you're like, you are a paid photographer. Call yourself a photographer. And that moment, that summer actually changed, I think, the trajectory of my life. Thank you.
I feel like we should toast that.
Toast.
Toast.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is a big fight.
Get out.
This was a doozy.
It was a
You
doozy.
approached me and you asked me this wonderful question of, do you want to create the summer opener with me? Essentially, in so many words. And I was like, the whole thing? The whole thing? Us?
The whole thing.
I'll remember it forever.
And you did so good. It was like
really fun.
It was like my favorite because we had this crazy, I had this crazy idea and I feel like I suckered you into it.
Yep. How do you plan to have performance be a continuing piece in your life?
Really glad you asked that question, and it actually leads me to announcement number 2. For the last year, I have been workshopping with Comedy Sports in San Jose. It's a professional improv company, and over Thanksgiving, they asked me to audition for their main stage, and I got it. So now I am a main stage player at Comedy Sports. So take that, my brothers, my actual physical brothers. My hobby is no longer a hobby.
To performing.
To performing.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Get out.
The summer of California Jones, I got my favorite question I've ever been asked in my life, and you said, Heidi, will you be my heroine? Which is hero. And it's amazing. And how do you say no to that kind of a question? And so you were talking about
I can't.
who you are. And you are Moss.
Oh.
And so, Tiny Moss.
Thank
Right,
you.
she's so great.
It's so great. Thank you. Mm.
So, with this awesome next step into comedy sports,
Right.
does that mean that we will be continuing to do improv together?
Soon, ladies and gentlemen, you will be able to come to a show of the Slapstick Murphys. They named it. I did not.
It's so perfect and beautiful, though, right? I mean, you can't argue with it. It's amazing.
Yes, so we're going to venture out and start our own improv team, the Slapstick Murphys, and we'll hopefully do shows soon in your area.
It's gonna be all kinds of fun and very hilarious, hopefully, most nights.
The end.
Bye! Bye!
Love, love, love.
I love you.
I had one dream, and I wanted someone to breathe fire. This kid did it. I'm glad you didn't die.
Me too.
Yeah.
Speaking of dying, we were on stage. This was Settlers of Herman.
Yes.
And
I totally
we-
know what story you're gonna tell right now.
We stuck pen lights up our nose
Right.
and did dueling banjos
That's
with
right.
our noses.
Because we're adults.
Because this is what grown-ups do.
Yes.
And I told you right before going on stage that sometimes I get bloody noses.
Right.
And literally 15 minutes later, we're on stage and it
Gushed. There
was
was
everywhere.
so much blood. You were a straight up biohazard in front of I don't know how many family campers. It was crazy.
you took the
But-
apron off
Oh, that's
of
right. I took the apron off of another character.
one of the cast members and shoved her apron up on my face during the shot.
And the thing is in that particular scene, you had to walk out into the audience all the way around and then come back. You get back up on stage like nothing has happened, and you finish and then you exit. That was by far one of my favorite memories of all time, and I don't think the families forgot that either.
I've heard a rumor.
A rumor.
I've heard a rumor. This is like an April Fool's joke.
If it's the rumor that I think it is not an April Fool's joke. And this brings me to announcement number 3. And this is a big one. So, about 10 months ago, Mount Herman approached myself and the vice president of strategy and said, listen, we need to look at and figure out what is the right size for the organization. As we started to look through, we realized that creative services was one of those things that might not have been the right size. So the decision was made that we needed to lay off several people. As we were talking through all of these different decisions, I had an idea. What if I were to start a company and I would invite everyone in creative services that had just been laid off to be a part of this company? And well, Mount Herman liked the idea. And so, as of March 1st, I will no longer be employed by Mount Herman, but instead starting a new company called 7 Roots Creative. And I'm really excited about this new adventure. And in fact, for my next guest on Mudslides with Murphy is the lead designer of Mount Herman, who has been here at Mount Herman for 15 years. Please welcome part of our new company, Josh Boots. Taking the bold new step to join us on this new adventure.
Yeah, to be one of the roots.
To be one of the 7 roots. That's right. So that's really awesome. Now, you have been at Mount Herman for 15 years.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we've gotten to work together for 7 years, which
True.
was really fun.
There was a
And-
pre-Murphy era.
Yeah, there was a I would say BM, but then you don't want to say that. Or I just did.
Why 7 roots?
That's a great question, Josh. Probably should have asked that before you signed on. There's 7 of us that we're going to start at the ground level, and then not only that, but help brands and companies solidify their place and be really awesome to their clients.
Sweet. Sounds like an awesome new adventure.
Yeah, I'm really excited that you're going to come along and play with us.
I'm excited too.
To new adventures, new flavors, and melted ice cream. To 7 Roots.
7. That's good.
Get out.
How do you think that God has been preparing you over these last 7 years here at Mount Hermon to step out in faith in this new endeavor?
God was saying, hey, all of these different pieces are setting you up for this exact moment.
And on that note,
Yes.
a few other people have given you a little something. I too wanted to give you something. We'd like to send this with you from Mount Hermon. Please
you
accept
very
this on
much.
behalf of the staff.
Yes, and we'll make sure to code this correctly.
Yes.
Let's toast to new adventures.
New
and
adventures.
with old friends.
Yes, in new locations. Okay, a big bite. Mm-hmm. Love you.
Love me too. Get out. Well, my friends, we are at the end of Mudslides with Murphy. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you so much for letting me be a part of the last several years here at Mount Hermon. There are so many great people that work at Mount Hermon. I'm so sad that we didn't get a chance to interview all of them. Secondly, I'm really sad that I am done at Mount Hermon, and I just want you to know that Mount Hermon asked for me to come and still be a part of the summer, but with my new adventure and everything that's happening, I had to make the hard choice that I can't be a part this summer. And then finally, my friends, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of your Mount Hermon experience. It's been a true blast, and there's only one thing left to say is, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, to you, and even you. But in true fashion, I am retiring my Mount Hermon jersey. It's been a blast, it's been fun. It's been a great run, Mount Hermon. Thanks so much. Good. I just didn't know when the hour started.
Enough.
There's just so much more than point and click, isn't there?
Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
I cannot touch you.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Yosemite Sam style,
Yes. But Star Wars.
but Star Wars,
Yeah,
which
Star
is way cooler.